Welcome, everyone, to the Real Whovians cast. I am your host, Matrix Lloyd 212, and I'm with Scott. What's up, Scott?
Hello.
What's up, Ben?
Hello.
All right, this is serious business right here tonight. No joking around, or maybe a little bit. But so there was a statement that came out. I want to go over it. Let me read it. I'm going to read it myself. This is coming from Rolling Stone. Jodie Whittaker on becoming Doctor Who. The rules went out the window. How the British actress became the first female to play the Ionic TV part, and why the Time Lord's gender is irrelevant. All right, so I'm going to read this, and then when I'm done, then we'll comment. But I want to be able to get this out.
Okay.
So save your comments until I'm done with this. All right, so I'm the type of person that, this is coming from her, I'm the type of person that you'd walk past and go, I think I went to school with her, or I know her, and I can't quite place it, says Jodie Whittaker, calling from the kitchen of her London flat. It certainly isn't, I know her full name, and I can tell you who she is. For the British actress, that's probably about to change. On July 16th, it was announced, of course, that she would be playing the next Doctor Who, 13th incarnation of the time-traveling alien, the first female to ever take on the iconic role since it debuted in 1963. I remember walking through London after that going, what the fuck, she says, recalling a coffee date with Doctor Who showrunner Chris Chibnall, the one in which he had asked her if she would consider auditioning for the part. I was like, I want to audition now, she says. As a young girl, I did not think that Time Lord would ever be on my CV. Whittaker, who grew up hooked on 80s movies, I'm from the Spielberg era of wonderful make-believe. In Huddersfield, a Yorkshire town in the north of England, had already made a name for herself in a number of feature films, from Venus, opposite Peter O'Toole, to the cult sci-fi flick Attack the Block, the breakout BBC hit Broadchurch, and Black Mirror. Still, she had to fight for the part, going through multiple rounds of auditions, and Whittaker says she was heartened by the fact that the casting search was not a shot one. I have no idea who, but I know I was up against other actresses, she claims. It was very much that Chibnall was auditioning people for the first female Doctor. Now, again, she don't know who auditioned.
Yeah.
So that could be bullcrap that she really didn't, there wasn't really any auditions, because that's what we're hearing, that there really wasn't. But anyway, let's just continue. So then this past March, Whittaker found out that the role was hers. This the morning of the reveal, which she notes is always a moment of fanfare in the UK. I was just walking about my street thinking, oh, this is so weird. Right now, I'm completely anonymous. I've got 4 hours time, meaning after that, she won't be able to walk down the damn street. Since then, she had already been hailed as a feminist icon and became the target of internet trolls who view her casting as a form of sacrilege. Nobody wants a TARDIS full of bras.
Who said that?
I don't know. Wait, let's finish. I'm playing an alien, Whittaker scoffs, and gender is not part of that. In fact, to her mind, the genderlessness of the role only makes the Ionic part more feminist.
Oh, God.
What the fuck? Okay, a moment like this of being the first woman cast as something, she says, it makes you really think about your sex, whereas actually what you want to do is play a part where your gender is irrelevant. I am a woman, so I don't need to play that. And so for me, this is the most freeing experience because there's no right or wrong way to do it. The rules went out the window. Holy shit.
Oh, God.
So what does this mean, that the rules went out the window? That means that she could, I mean, is she saying that she's not going to play a female? That she's going to play the Doctor as the Doctor is meant to be played? Or
that sounds like it. It sounds like she is going to play the Doctor as the doctor, and the whole
and not be a feminist or be a feminist.
They're going to probably slip some feminist stuff in it, but from the sound.
But ultimately, she can't speak for how she's going to be because of whatever the writing's going to dictate. It's going to make her whatever the writing is. I mean,
she's probably going to put her 2 cents in, saying, "Okay, I know I'm a feminist, and so I."
You know what it is? That doesn't matter. Like, she could be a feminist in her time, but when she's a doctor, she's got to be the doctor. She can't be.
She's probably going to play it neutral. She's probably going to try and play it neutral, so that way, in other words, this gender bias stuff, so that way she doesn't. Of course, she's going to screw up. She's going to piss off those who are going, she should be more feminist, or she should be more womanly.
I just hope that at the end of the day, it's realized she's playing the doctor. And when anybody wants to do anything, they don't have to stick their fucking agendas into the role. Or even if, like, these writers, they want to be a thing in their own time, and then when they're writing a book, they fuck up the book. All right? We've seen that, and I'll talk about that on the Everything Show with that whole Hydra crap shit. But anyway, like, I just want her to play the doctor.
Yeah.
That's it.
Vaughn.
What's up, Vaughn? Hey, Vaughn. Hey. What's
Hello.
up? So, again, I want her to play the doctor. I don't want her to be like, feminist. I mean, like she wants it to be. You know, Jodie Whittaker had spoke out.
I reposted it over here on the in the chat section here, Vaughn.
Okay, so you can look at it, Vaughn.
Rolling Stone.
Again, here's the thing. I respect her, and I know she's excited, but she can't really say how she's going to be the doctor unless she gets the scripts. Mm-hmm. Because the scripts are going to dictate to her whether she's going to be all feminist or not. I understand that she wants to put that in the role, but that may not be the case.
Probably going to wait till she sees how the scripts are written, and then she's going to put her 2 cents in.
I'm sure she'll put her 2 cents in, but I don't know if she's going to have a choice.
Yeah.
In the matter. I mean, he may want her to be the role, but he don't. Here's the thing: we know that when Matt Smith was a doctor, Moffat was in his glory. When Capaldi was the doctor, he was happy that he got Capaldi, but then all of a sudden shit changed, and he didn't have complete control anymore.
Because Capaldi came in and thought, you're not really writing for me. You're not writing for an older doctor. You're still writing for Matt Smith.
Right. In certain things, it was like, I don't know if that worked. I don't know if that worked. So Moffat's used to yes men.
Is that I'm older, and that, and probably got tired of the whole little. You're making me sound like I'm going through Alzheimer's half the time.
I mean, the thing is, Moffat had it easy with Matt Smith, but then when Capaldi was doing it, Capaldi's like, listen, I don't think we should do this. And maybe they don't like that. So maybe Chibnall's the type that do what I tell you to do or whatever. So we don't know yet. I mean, she worked with him before. So, he may tell her, you are going to play, you're not going to play a feminist. You're going to play a doctor that he was male and now he's in a female body and you're going to react like that. And, if you are going to be a feminist, maybe it's down the road. But, what do you think, Vaughn?
Wait till the end of your season before you start slipping that stuff in.
I mean, she definitely wants it to be a feminist, but I don't think she should have a say with that. I think you do that, you're going to piss everybody off.
Script calls for it. Call for it. But don't just go, I'm a feminist, and blah, blah, blah.
I don't see how she could actually be one. Because the doctor's been male for like 2,000
millions of years.
2,000 some odd years.
Just play her as the doctor and not make her the SJW doctor, please.
Yeah.
I mean, why can't it be the awkward that she doesn't realize she's female even though she's female and she's talking as if she's a male and then people looking at her like weird? I mean, it's got to be like a Matt Smith weird when he's like, oh yeah, Rory, I kissed your fiance.
Maybe play her a little bit like Osgood's awkwardness.
It's got to be awkwardness at first.
Yeah, like kind of how Osgood
she don't get it. Like in other words, she don't get it. Like Matt Smith didn't get like, oh, I just kissed Amy Pond and you're gonna marry her next week. Okay, it's like it's like what? So, what do you say, Vaughn? You're quiet.
I came in on the tail end of whatever was going on, so I'm at a loss. I know she did some interview saying that her doctor was gonna be different from all the rest of them. But when you think about it, that's what every doctor that came before her said, that the doctor was gonna be different than everyone else. I think that we're now come to a point that we have dig a ditch that's so far down that if you're on the right side or the left side of this argument, it's a ditch there that is going to have to take a lot of climbing out of, a lot of shit climbing. Because basically how I feel about this whole situation is that please don't say that your doctor's going to be different when you don't know. You know the writer, but you don't know how the writer room is going to write you, though. You know, you don't just humble yourself. That's why I would tell her, humble yourself, wait to see what they're going to do. Because you are an actor. I'm sorry. You don't have that right to. I mean, the only one who I can say have that right is Capaldi, because he's in a different branch of.
She's newbie.
He's in a different branch. She's
newbie compared to Capaldi.
Yeah.
She's experienced, but she's definitely not.
Yeah, she don't have the experience as a director or anything. Capaldi knew the technical side of stuff to say stuff like that. But for her, I just think that you need to calm down. You know, let the tech. See, that's the thing. I'm a tech person, and actors need to. Some actors get above themselves that they need to have creative control of every single thing. You don't have that right. You're taking something that the creative team away from them. You were hired to do a job, your acting job. Now, later down the line, like some of the actors that work on the show for 5+ years, which I don't see her working no more than one, to be honest, because of the grueling schedule, is that they have executive producer titles to their name. Like, they have so much input. They know the character left and right. Not with Doctor Who, because Doctor Who is a different beast, but with other shows that happen.
Jonathan Frakes, for once.
Yeah. So, I mean, she needs to humble herself. She needs to come in and try to get a feel for her doctor and stop pre-assuming that they're going to write her as some SJW warrior that hasn't. I mean, it's okay to be sort of like Xena. I mean, Xena is a female, and she rocked it. She played in the male-dominant world. But for the doctor, I mean, you're sci-fi. You're not action. You're not fantasy. You're not broad church detective in the dark with a flashlight type thing. You are a person that's been on the air for 57 years, lived thousands of years, centuries, trying to come to terms with whatever was going on Gallifrey. I mean, she needs to humble herself, basically. I mean, she needs to just sit back. And I mean, I don't know. She's just, I mean, and then I heard something else today. I don't know if y'all talked about this. That now they're saying that it's November when the first episode is going to be out.
I have to. This has been going back and forth on Twitter. From what I understand, there's a few people that are telling me this.
Mm-hmm.
When Nicholas Briggs said November, he meant that they're going to film in November, meaning that they're not going to film October 27th like we thought. Mm-hmm. It's going to be in November. Not that it's going to air in November.
Okay.
So that's a big sign of relief.
Yeah.
Although they have not committed to when it's coming out.
Because they were saying it might be coming out in 2018 is the latest.
But that's when it would come out. They're filming in 2018.
Yeah.
I forget.
My concern is if it comes out in 2019.
Yeah.
Because again, the way
go a whole year.
Because the way it's going, they're going to be finished filming by late August.
Right.
Are they going to be able to pop it in September? I don't know. And we know what happened the last time it came out in September. They split it.
Yeah.
So we don't want to have it clumped like September, October, November, Christmas special done. It's going to look weird. At least we would have to have it.
Good. What would be awesome for once, if they're going to do something like that, why not set it up to where the Christmas adventure actually takes place in the middle of the season?
They did that with they did that with Series 7. They had that was in the middle of the season, Christmas. But we don't want to have a repeat of that because then that's going to be a disaster too. Then they're going to split it because then we don't want to split. Scott, I don't want to have. We don't want to split. We want the whole Series 11 in 2018, so that way we have a clear 2019 for Series 12. I don't want to have any warning, scared moments where we may have the fear of losing a series in 2019. So I want that sucker out.
I want the entire
if
series.
they could pop that out in May, that would be great. It won't be. If they could pop that in August or July or June, whatever. But they got to put that out. So, and again, I know that they don't want to put it out certain times because of vacations and weather and whatever. But you know what? We need to get it out. Because if it's coming in September, I'm telling you right now, very close to being split into 2019. But let's wait. Now, the biggest thing besides that nobody's really pushing besides the date is the fact that we're hearing rumors that they're like, oh, what if we had a 57-year-old companion? Oh, how about that guy? Nothing's confirmed. Even though it's confirmed, the guy keeps saying, I'm not leaving my show called The Chase or whatever. So what the hell is going on? What does that mean? Is he really?
Oh, he's on another show. Yeah.
So why do they keep throwing this guy's name into it if he keeps saying he's not leaving? So is he going to be able to do both then?
He's not going to be able to do it if he's committed to
Ooh.
the thing.
Or is he? Or let me ask you a question. What if he is a distraction? What if he's a fake news like Chris Marshall? And they already, because let me tell you something, they're going to be filming soon. They have to have the scripts ready. They have to have the companions known. They can't just start filming.
Or he might be the new Doctor if she doesn't work out.
How could he be the new Doctor?
No,
No, he's not. No, I don't know what he is. Maybe they just threw his name out there and he's nothing. Maybe he's not even in Doctor Who. Maybe they just, like a Chris Marshall thing, we're distracted on him, looking at him, and meanwhile they have the real companions. Supposedly there's 3. Oh, that's a rumor too. I don't know. And then there's a cat, which that's a rumor too.
Maybe he's playing the cat.
The voice of the cat.
The cat.
Look, my main concern is I want clarity. You want
Clara? Okay.
Clarity.
Oh, clarity. Okay.
I want to have a definitive date. I want to know how many episodes there's going to be. I want to know if there's a Christmas special. And I think that they need to ease our fears, and Chibnall needs to come out and say, look, I'm filming here. We're going to have 13 episodes plus a Christmas special. You will have the series in 2018, and that's the way it's going to be. Let me go film.
I'm wondering if Chibnall pulled himself out of Twitter, because I've been trying to I've looked his name up to try to send a little thing to him, like when Whitaker was initially announced. I bring up like hashtag Chibnall, but I can't find his Chibnall, his Twitter page.
That was a fake.
He's not going to answer you. He's not going to answer you.
I know, but still.
I wouldn't even attempt, I don't think, talking to him.
Was that somebody said it was a fake one?
Yeah, Nicole O'Brien on Twitter said it's fake.
Yeah, it's fake.
Okay.
I would rather not bother them and let them do what they have to do. And then after we see the finished product, and if we like it or we don't like it, then we can tweet them. You son of a, like whatever.
You gave her a spoon.
How could you do that?
God dang.
You gave her a scarf like Tom Baker, you son of a no. But anyway.
So much
you made her dress like the cosmic hobo.
Oh, stop.
I mean, can I just watch the show without all this drama? I mean,
it's right?
So much drama going on around. And you know what? They should have planned for this type of anarchy when they made the announcement. I mean, it's not politically safe to do something like that now.
It's not safe at all.
It's not safe at all.
You have like Whovians you have other Whovians that would eat your flesh if you talk bad about a doctor, or they'll try to blackball you in the community.
Yeah.
Like, no, let's just live and let live and let talk and talk.
More I think about the poor dude that came on like the night before the announcement, warning people that.
Oh, God help him.
He's like, I'm not trying to say anything. You might not like, they holding it back because you might not like the agreement. No, boy, was he right. I was like, from the minute I saw that, I said, oh shit, they done did something.
When they had this rumor about the companion, it took a lot for some of people in our group that they were going to leave, now they're going to stay. Once they heard that, they're like, oh, fuck this shit, we're going again. I'm like, oh, no, damn it. They're like, I ain't fucking staying with, are you serious? 57, you're at the best. I'm like, oh, shit.
Man, it's like a comedy show now. It's like, what ridiculous thing y'all can bring all your ass for this now?
He's probably got it so together, and he's laughing his ass off, Jimbo. He's probably like thinking, oh, they actually believe this stuff. And meanwhile, let me do my thing, and it's probably going to be great. We don't know.
No.
Or maybe it won't.
I honestly think he should just stay the showrunner.
You know what's going to happen? You know what's going to happen? Somebody's going to show up at Moffat's doorstep with a plate full of cookies. Like Santa. They're like, could you please come back to the doctor? And they're going to put that on the news. And he's going to be answering
like, just low.
He's like, could you please come back to the doctor? And he'd like shut the door on their face. I'd be like,
I hate to say this, but I wish that in an alternate universe that Capaldi would not been 12, but the showrunner.
Yes.
Like he would have been a damn good showrunner.
I'm surprised they didn't let Capaldi write a script.
He said that it would be hard for him to do it because he was the actual 12th Doctor. But
I wonder, you know what I wonder? I wonder if Capaldi would write for Jodie Whittaker.
Ooh, that would be interesting.
Why wouldn't he? I mean, if he loves Doctor Who so much, and he's not the Doctor anymore, why wouldn't he just pop out a script?
No. Let's think big. Let's make him the showrunner. Let's just get Chibnall his due and just say, hey, you got it. They should have did that at first because he would have been a damn good showrunner. Yes. It seems like he has a grasp of what the Doctor should be, and he should. I mean, he might not know exactly how the showrunner works, but right. I think that he's been on enough shows to. Well,
you know what it is? He's a great actor and he's a great in movies and TV shows, but. Can he be a showrunner? Because if that's a lot, it's not as easy as we think it is. I mean, he has to be able to, he can't detach from that when he wants to do his family stuff. So it's like, I don't know if he could be a showrunner. I mean, Moffat's a natural, and you're like, oh, you're like whatever.
And so is Russell T Davies.
Yeah, but I
think he has it in him to be showrunner.
Showrunner?
Yeah, I think he. A part of showrunning is knowing each part of that business, and he's been director. He's been, he hasn't written nothing yet, I don't think. He wrote scripts, directed scripts. He has a movie that he wrote and directed himself. He directed a couple of movies too, so he knows. Like that's why probably Marvel was kind of threatened by him because he is an Oscar He's an Oscar award winner director.
Right.
Has the Oscar, so he knows the technical aspects, and I think he'd be a damn good showrunner. He's a good actor, and I like him as 12, but I mean, his trajectory as far as doing that would lead to him doing a showrunner position.
Right. I think that's why they rubbed each other the wrong way because Moffat probably thought, "I'm going to do it this way," and of course, he was going, that's not going to work.
Yep.
Well, you know what I want to know? I want to know when Moffat's Dracula is coming out. Are the scripts done, or is he doing the scripts? Is it going to be 2019? I mean, did they get the actors for the parts? Not really. So, or you know what would be a funny thing to see? Him putting out a movie again, right, Moffat? But this time directing it or writing it, and then laughing because he made it in Hollywood.
What I think
I
would
mean,
be
yeah,
funny
yeah.
as hell. What would be
I
funny
would crack
as
up.
hell would be, I'm no longer with Doctor Who, technically. So there's all this talk, but yet no one's ever thought about doing a remake of the 60s Peter Cushing movies. What if I came out and did a remake of those two movies?
See, that's the thing that's funny about that, because I always thought that Doctor Who was the Peter Cushing version. Like, it was just this older professor who somehow landed on time travel, and he starts traveling with his granddaughter.
You know, it'd be cool for Moffat to do if he got to write a Doctor Who comic.
Oh yes,
just like did a couple issues spread
comic or something for Doctor Who Monthly.
No, like I'm saying, even if he could do like Matt Smith's Doctor, like write, In fact, you know what? How great would that be? He wants to solve the mysteries and answer the questions.
There you go.
Do it in comic book form.
Yeah.
About what happened following Angels Take Manhattan. Yeah. What happened when River
lost scripts that he might not have done.
Yeah, in comic book form.
Because I've seen a lot of comics that.
Yeah.
In between the shows.
Luxurious.
Awesome. We just gave you an idea of how you can solve all your plot holes.
You realize that if he explained all his stuff in the comics, that would be like worth thousands of dollars, I'm sure.
I wonder if he did that in hopes that somebody would pick his stuff up and do it in novelization form anyway.
If he did the comics in America under the label, it would be phenomenal. Phenomenal. Unbelievable. It's never been done. Because, like, say Back to the Future comic, all right, the guy's writing it like 30 years later.
Yeah.
But if he wrote it when he was in his prime, you know? Like Moffat right now, boom, writes a comic, just for the fun of it. People would lose their shit. People would lose their shit. That comics would skyrocket. In fact, that comic company should offer him a job, honestly, to do like a limited run.
Yeah, Titan should be.
Is it Titan or is it?
It's Titan. Titan is the one that's got the Doctor Who. It was IDW, but they switched it to.
They should get even having Christopher Eccleston write. Because Christopher Eccleston still likes Doctor Who too.
Yeah.
Which they need to bring him back into the fold. Hopefully he comes back.
I have a feeling he's going to do Big Finish next year.
Oh God, that'd be excellent.
I have a feeling that he's going to do Big Finish, and his first debut is going to come out in 2019 for 9. You know, like
that would be interesting. Yeah.
Yeah, like wean him back into Doctor Who with Big Finish, and then see that sparks him to want to go back on.
He'll film it next year, but then it'll be released in 2019.
Yeah. So would they have Rose, or would they have him by himself, or would they have?
They would have Captain Jack.
Yeah.
And they would have Rose. Yeah.
Yeah, that's how it is in Doctor Comics.
He had some alone adventures. Like he did say he bought Rose Tyler a bicycle or something when she was a kid or something, and gave it to her. And even Captain Jack was watching over her because he was trapped in the past too far. Remember? So,
I've always wondered because in Utopia, Jack said he got hit with a javelin or a spear. I'm wondering if he didn't,
he died certain ways. Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm just wondering if he didn't take part in that in War Games then.
Don't know.
He might have been one of the soldiers that we didn't know early on, who we didn't see, basically trapped in one of the little pockets and when the Time Lords returned everybody to their proper time and space, of course, he was trapped.
Right.
He was trapped there, so it really didn't affect him.
Shout out to Big Finish, though, because some of their audio productions are better than the actual TV series, especially Jubilee. I think Jubilee is one of the best I had ever heard. It was just, it's just so good, Jubilee.
Oh, we got the clock. All right, let's finish this off and let's go into, I don't know, is it too late to do everything? Sure, we'll do it tomorrow.
Well, I can
say. Do it tomorrow? We'll do it tomorrow.
Okay.
Well ended. We'll call it that way. All right, guys, take care. Bye for now.
Bye.